So, was verbirgt sich hinter Reißverschluss Nummer 2?
Oh, fuck. I didn't expect this level of mutilation. This is going to be a dirty job. I'll check through the bag the police left.
Was? Welcher Inhalt? Hä? Hä? Also. Au. Ich glaube, wir haben einen Kopf gefunden.
Maybe there will be something worth noting about the victim's clothes. Leather belt. You can see that it's been serving its owner for a long time.
Okay.
Plain cotton t-shirt. Classic jeans. Well, dirty and torn. Certainly not my style. Traces of blood and plasma. It could have been used to stop or reduce bleeding.
Welche Blutung verringern? Wenn der Kopf fällt, brauchst du keine Blutung mehr verringern.
Is this?
Was?
Interesting. Most of the blood is visible around the neckline. However, after decapitation, I would expect a larger stain, reaching much further.
Was hängt da drinnen?
Mainly traces of soil. It's a bit like the perpetrators pulled his shirt over his head.
Was ist das da links so, Mann?
The bloodstains don't appear to be related to any injuries on the body. The deceased must have been on a lighter, engraved with the police insignia. Stolen? Or maybe purchased from a pawn. It looks somehow... it's probably a coincidence.
Das haben wir dann... Was kurz da... Also... Der Haxen ist komplett abgerissen.
Mixed with blood and rubbed leaf litter. Heavens must have been crawling, or was dragged along the ground. Something's stuck here. It looks like some kind of ecdysis? Scale? This
Schlange?
could point to an animal being responsible.
Ha. So war das aber eine große Schuppe. Bin immer noch nicht fertig? Gehen wir noch mit da.
And here, another animal souvenir. It looks different than the previous one. The only thing I can tell from the clothes is that before his death, Evans had either put up quite a fight, or the attackers simply dragged him along the ground for a long distance. In turn, and this is certainly strange, the injuries themselves were inflicted only when he was naked.
Ja, sollte...
Okay, I'll take a look at the scales. They seem too different. Dorothy once brought an animal encyclopedia here. She performed an autopsy on an exotic animal smuggler. The guy suffered an accident while transporting illegal animals. Not only were the police needed on site, but it took nearly a day to round up his cargo. Dorothy had a hard time with that case. Did the impact kill him? Or did one of the animals he was transporting do him in? They even talked about it on the news. People were terrified that some reptile would just come out of their can and grab him. Okay, the book.
Da war einer. Das Fenster ist zu. Ich will nach Hause. Ich will nach Hause. Ich muss ins Labor. Wo machen wir denn das? Nicht hier. Ne. Ja, was? Oh, ich hab niemanden gesehen!
All right. Oh. Which
Fine.
page was it?
Er ist dann immer gleich noch so entspannt. Alright. Okay, dann mal weiter.
Local wildlife. I bet I'll find something here.
Das ist ein Krokodil.
Oh, that was quick. I wouldn't expect anything else.
Aber das ist kein Krokodil.
Not this area, but who knows?
Nein.
Nile crocodile. Formerly worshipped as a god in ancient... No way. I would expect something local? I certainly don't remember hearing of an animal escaping from the zoo. So, either someone donned in crocodile products was around the deceased, or one of them attacked him. I'll examine the body and take photos. If an animal attacked him, there'll be traces.
Ein Nilkrokodil.
Christ. Why am I so tired? Some coffee would be nice. What was I supposed to... Ah, the pictures. I'll have to show them to Dorothy. Too bad that we no longer keep our ranking. With something like that, I would come out on top. There hasn't been a case like this for a long, long time.
Ja.
Alright, I'll begin. The deceased skin is smooth.
Es ist aber schon, man sieht schon, dass da
An
einiges...
advanced stage of decomposition of the corpse.
Ich meine, immerhin ziemlich einfach zu finden.
This wound appears to have been made by a sharp instrument.
9 Stück!
It's unlikely that a human would make such a wound. Nasty.
Da braucht man auch nichts mehr zensieren. Der hat nichts mehr.
Such a wound could not have occurred during the victim's lifetime.
Ja. Alter Vater. Wesselspuren, oder?
There are also clear traces of the deceased ankles being bound
Ja.
in some way.
Da.
Evans couldn't have tied himself up like that. It looks like some sort of attack or kidnapping.
Oh, das ist ein schöner Zahnabdruck.
Oh, and as expected, there's a bite.
So, das haben wir aber noch nicht fertig. Da haben wir noch... Oh, da fehlt doch was.
No head. That's not hard to miss.
Jo, ist wirklich nicht schwer zu übersehen. Jetzt brauchen wir noch... Aber da war was, da war was. Was ist da?
Interesting. This needs to be investigated further.
Was?
I need to gather my thoughts together. And look at these photos. It seems that this case will have to be divided into several threads, like torn meat. But I can't tell from the photo what end. I wonder whether the decapitation took place before or after death. To check.
Ich würde sagen, es war wirklich nachher, das war viel nachher. Aber wie ist er dann gestorben?
I have some suspicions about these marks.
Okay. Das waren die Fesselspuren.
The work of animals can be seen here. The question is which ones.
Andererseits, wenn er, nimm das Foto von der Bisswunde. Wo ist denn das Bisswunde da?
This looks very promising. The bite is clearly visible. It should be easy to compare it with the encyclopedia and identify the culprit. I just need to make it a little bigger. It'll be faster than physically measuring the bite. hope I put it in right. I can never remember whether it was image up or image down.
Verstehe ich ganz gut, weil so geht's mir auch.
At university, I didn't have facilities like a fax machine. Ah, fantastic. Practically a one-to-one. Just some tracing paper, a pencil, and I can check these in the encyclopedia. Now, do I leave them in a drawer? Or maybe a box somewhere? Ugh. I don't remember if I left them out somewhere.
Das ist Pauspapier, na. Verwende Pauspapier in deinem Büro. Hä? Gut, Pauspapier aus meinem Büro. Sehen du dir fast nix.
But suitable for night shifts.
Warte mal. Ja.
Oh,
Jawohl.
looks like I can tidy up after myself. Sometimes.
Okay. Da. Ja,
A very
was?
nature-driven case so far. I'll have to consult the encyclopedia again. Good thing Dorothy left it here. Otherwise, I would have had to run back to my place to get some.
Dort ist da drinnen. Das sage ich dir jetzt schon. Das ist nämlich deins. Ich glaub daran. Ich sag's ganz ehrlich. Ich glaub daran. Ich glaub daran, dass wir das alles sind. Nein, das passt nicht drauf.
I would be concerned if it was this crocodile that killed him. It makes sense. This would also explain the mold found in the clothes. It turns out that some of the wounds can be safely blamed on local alligators. However, we cannot blame them for the decapitation. It's not these animals we should be afraid of here. I should make some notes and start the autopsy.
Gut. Dann gehen wir mal zur Autopsie. Jetzt kommt das, wovon wir am meisten frei. Genau. Lupe.
And look for other traces using a magnifying glass. It doesn't look good. Evans wasn't decapitated with one cut. Mississippi alligator. It's strange that an alligator would leave such a clear and smooth mark. Several stab wounds of varying depth and circumference. Looks like an uneven bite. It's worth taking a closer look at this. Maybe there will be some remaining teeth marks. The imprints are quite deep and even. From the looks of it, I'd say Evans was restrained with his own belt. The result of an animal tearing at its body, eaten skin, soft tissues, and genitals. There are even some teeth marks, but well, it doesn't look like an alligator. The bite is firmly incorporated into the wound. A photo alone won't help me here. I need to make a cast and compare it. Evan's right side must have been more attractive to the crocs and insects. Very strong binding marks. You can see peeled epidermis and small wounds. It looks like the killer might have missed before they finally hit the neck. There's no end to playing zoologist today.
Okay.
I need a tool with dental impression cement. Can I find it here? No. It's probably lying somewhere around in the lab. I hope the cement hasn't expired.
Eine was? Eine wie? Eine wo? Eine wa? Ja, wo bist denn du? Wo bist denn du? Was ist mit diesem Schmu? Ich suche eine Silikondosierpistole. Im Labor.
A month after the due date. That could be worse.
Ja, sagen wir mal so, ich glaube nicht, dass das so... Wurscht, mach einen Abdruck von der Leistengegend. Ja, okay. Mach mal.
Now I need to cover the bite area. Wait until it hardens.
Das ist ein menschlich...
I think it's ready.
Der rinnt ja noch.
The cast looks quite contaminated from the other wounds in that area.
Ey Mann, das ist... Das ist ein menschlicher... Menschlich. Da Schneidezähne, 4 Stück. Eckzähne, Backenzähne.
Well, let's hope the imprint turns out better.
Aua. Ja, bleiben.
Brush, ink, and paper. Similar to taking fingerprints.
Ja, komisch. Ob es Fingerabdrücke sind oder nicht. Nähere dich dem Tablet mit dem Abdruck drauf. Ah, das ist daneben.
Paint over the area.
Genau. So. Oder da bin ich erst neugierig.
That's very strange. I'll run it through the facts and check it on the computer. I really don't want to believe what I'm seeing.
Oh doch, es ist ein menschlicher. Garantiert. Garantiert. Ai. Danke.
November 20th, 1991. The autopsy is conducted by Jack Hanman. During the interrogation, a friend of the deceased admitted there was no indication of an impending tragedy. The body was found naked and mutilated. Sounds disturbing. I'll run the prints against the police database on the computer. The question now is whether it was an accident or a deliberate act. The police information appears correct. In the end, we're all just walking meat. Severe burns, there are bruises and hemorrhages on the neck. Tissue, lacerations, numerous blisters. As if someone was undecided. Why do people do such things? Now we say goodbye to the deceased and put them safely in the fridge. Everyone has a story to tell.